Hey everybody, welcome back. It's your boy Henry Live, back at it with a new video. I got a couple of updates before we continue. One of them being is that I will be live during the Drop Fest and come out, show some support. I would love to see you guys on my stream starting the 27th and going all the way to the 3rd. Some of those streams might be even 8 to 10 hour streams, who knows? Just got to make sure that time works out correctly with me and my job. Yeah, so what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be going to customs. We're going to be checking out some of the graffiti and translating that graffiti, going over just the transliteration, how to pronounce certain words, and what they mean. Just for those who don't know, my stream is all about language learning and gaming. I love language learning. I love being able to teach it. I used to teach in the civilian sector and in the government sector, foreign languages to adults and children. I love doing it. Although being a teacher, as if you are a teacher, you know this, you can get burnt out real easily. And it's just that the activity for me was more enjoyable than the process of going through and being in a classroom. I'm sure you probably understand that. I love being able to give feedback, and if you're really interested in learning a foreign language, I'm more than happy to give you tips, tricks, and of course, guidance to learn it. My channel is all about, community and just chilling out, having a good time. I love playing Tarkov. Tarkov is an immersive game. I've been playing it since 2017, and it's been a ride, Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the show. Pretty good stuff. But anyway, as we move into dorms... Oh, motherfucker. I just realized that none of that actually recorded. So, right, what we have in front of us is Живое пиво разливное. Живое пиво разливное. And what this is, it's not a very popular thing in Western culture, but it's a fresh beer on the tap. And in short, TLDR, that's what it is. There's a little bit more nuance to what type of beer it is, but we're not going to get into that right now. So everybody calls this ice cream shack. It's actually a little convenience store, and it says right here, P-R-O-D-U-K-T-E produkty. And that essentially is it's a store with products in it. Produkty. Its direct translation is products. And it's a little convenience store. We all call it ice cream shack because it has ice cream in it. What convenience store does not have ice cream in it? So moving on. Here we have izobilia zakusok, and that simply means an overwhelming amount or an excess of snacks, right? This is actually really interesting. So this is how in Eastern Bloc countries, you have ways to pay for things other than doing bank transfers, and this is a simple payment machine essentially. This is Priom Kiva or Kiba, right, in this sense, because it's the English lettering. You can't really tell because all of those letters are also in Russian, but the way it's written you can tell. Платежей. So it's the acceptance of payments. It's a little thing, you walk up to that, and then you can actually pay for your telephone, right there, your telephone, your internet, коммунальные услуги, which is your utilities, your utilities, your internet, your telephone, and all that, your TV and stuff. You would go up to a machine like that, and you would pay all of those things, kind of like you could go to the post office and send I don't know if you could do that actually. I've never actually tried to do that in the States, but you used to be able to. Everything's now is paid online. So this used to be the way to pay your bills if you didn't have internet or if you didn't have time to go to the place. Interesting. All right, moving on. I wish I would have brought a flashlight, but I didn't. So what I'm going to do is just zoom in. Or no, I'll just walk up a little bit closer. So, Mir уже умер. What does that mean? The world has already died or perished. And it's a very gloomy message, rightly fitted in a post-apocalyptic scenario. Moving on. Going to the, oh, by the way, yeah, watch out, earphones. Yeah. All right. Yes, you can shoot those and those will blow up now. Billa, right there. Cool little sign. It has some meaning, and it's because a lot of people die here on this staircase. A lot of people die here. I've died here many a time. I'm sure you have too. Or you've killed many here if you're a chod. I am not a chod. I'm more of a rat, to be honest. I'm a questing rat, right? Quest is forward. I'm a forward thinker, only thinking about the quest at hand. Anyway, Billa Vasha Dalo Nasha. A nice little rhyme, actually. Repeat after me. Bilo Vasha Stalo Nasha. Bilo Vasha Stalo Nasha. What was once yours is now mine. Cool, huh? Yeah. Love doing this stuff. All right. One little extra tidbit of information. If you go to the far end of the room right here, you'll see the I'm pretty sure you've seen this, but this is another translation that is quite interesting. It shows the Tarkov Escape from Tarkov magazine, and the only word really here to translate is a top one, and it's igrulki, and that's just gaming magazine. Gaming igrulki magazine. Cool. Moving on. Continuing that conversation of what was going on regarding, you know, like the new things in wipe, this wipe, the flea market, the found and raid status for the hideout. I honestly think it's a good addition to, it just needs some balancing. I don't think the things in the hideout should be found in raid. Maybe some things. If you want to keep it in found in raid, I think it needs to be able to be crafted in the hideout. I think you should be able to craft it or receive it during a quest with the amount needed for the said items in the hideout via some kind of quest line. That would be my solution to the problem, because like I said, it really just depends on who you talk to. Not everybody is going to share the same sentiment regarding it being a good thing or a bad thing. All right, so here we're at the gate 1, I think it's called. There's a couple of signs here that I'd like to translate for you. The UN sign, the UNTAR secured sign. We have Zona, which is Z-O-N-A, and please go check out my video explaining all of the Russian letters in the Russian alphabet. This will help you along in these translation videos where we go and we talk about the different words and language within Tarkov, both spoken and written. Moving on. Zona. Ограниченного доступа. Zone of limited access. So, limited access zone. One more time, repeat after me if you want to hear. I'm going to try to say it perfectly. I'm not perfect, but here we go. Zona ограниченного доступа. All right. This is actually pretty cool. Oh, actually, this is an important sign right here. All right, so UN, right? United, you know, UNTAR, whatever, right? United Nations. Валите нахер, which is go fuck yourself. If you see that, V-A-L-I-T-E N-A-H-E-R. Валите нахер. This is an interesting sign here in Tarkov. It used to have the picture of one of the devs. I haven't like searched around to see if it used to be right there. The sign before. I don't think there's another one. Yeah, it used to be right there on that building, but they have since moved it since the new expansion. But here we go. So this right here is it's simply an advertisement for selling real estate. And if you call these numbers, good luck trying to get a hold of somebody. I'm curious to see if it actually means if it goes anywhere. You might be calling BSG. I don't know. So here we go. Tarkovski комбинат малоэтажного домостроения. So, in essence, what this is a real estate company, but it's a developer company. So, very often than not, everywhere other than in the United States, you will buy a house that hasn't been built yet via a developer that will build the house for you, and you will be there during all of the phases of building. A very interesting nuance. Хочешь построить дом быстро и дешево? Do you want to build a house quickly and cheaply? And this is just explaining that this is a little cinder block. And we call these pustaki in Polish. But this isn't a Polish. It's what they line the walls with. So instead of building with wood, you would build with these cinder blocks, essentially. It's not really, I don't know, would you call it a cinder block? Anyway, moving on. So now we're coming up to the new area, and I want to put your attention here to this new mural that we have. Beautiful mural showing some mosaic art of communist art, right? Not saying that communism is beautiful, but it looks cool in this game, and it fits the atmosphere of customs, because customs is a factory setting, right? You have the dorms for the workers, you got like the little convenience stores for the workers, you got the gas stations, and all these factories, essentially, right? I don't know if you've caught it, but it's very industrial in nature, so it's probably going to be like arms factories, because you look around, sometimes you'll see like, you know, radiological survey meters, or you'll see ammunition crates. Very often than not, this is most likely this was an arms, or is an arms factory zone. So here we go. Землю крестьянам, заводы рабочим. Interesting translation. This is early communist propaganda, socialist propaganda. Very similar to what you would see back in the old day of you know, the Cold War, where, you know, the labor camps, the labor, where labor is the power of the people, and it's saying the land of the workers, of the it's not Christians, it's not Christianum, it's more of like the agricultural worker, the hard worker, right? Заводы рабочим. Oh, so no, that's literally what it is. So actually, let me amend what I was saying. So the land is for the agricultural workers, and then the factories are for the workers, the laborers, right? So here you have the laborers, you have the people who are working agriculture, you have the leader of some kind, and then you have the agricultural guy with the scythe. You have the laborers who are astronauts and, you know, pushing the boundaries of science. Moving on. Here we're at a fortress, and they have a very lovely depiction of one of my favorite words in the Russian language, and that is "ropa," which means ass. You'll see that all across Tarkov, right? It'll have that weird squiggly, like, you know, Harry Potter looking kind of letter, but it's a "zh," like a "zh," right? Ropa, J-O-P-A, which means just simply ass, or if you're British, arse. Coming up to this new area right here, I think it's called Warehouse 17. Correct me if I am wrong, but here on the wall, you'll see a white sign right here. I'm going to guess what this word is, just because I've heard a saying like this before. Right here we see "потому что," and that's super important know in general knowing the Russian language, because if anyone asks you "почему," which means why, you reply "потому что," which means because. Потому что п о т о м у ш о. This is the ch, but together here we say что. Потому что. Надо было, which means because it needed to happen, or because it was needed, essentially. I think it's pretty cool because it's graffiti. Why, like, you would ask, like, why would you do this? Почему ты это сделал? Why did you do this? Потому что надо было. Right? That's my interpretation of this. Thank you so much for watching this customs walkthrough, going over some of the graffiti and signs within customs. I will make a part 2. There's more to it. I don't want to make these videos too in depth. I want them to be easily watchable and interesting to the viewer. Once again, just a recap of things to come. I will be streaming on the Twitch Fest from the 27th to the 4th of 27th of January to the 4th of February. Please stop by, show me your love. I'm trying to build my Twitch channel. I'm trying to build my YouTube channel so I can start making some money off this stuff. I've convinced my wife that I can make it happen. And if you show the love, I'll start doing more streams. And if I can see some kind of prospect in this line of work, that would be awesome. I need your support to do that, though. So come by, stop by, get me some, subscriptions going, and I will show you some language learning. I'll make sure that you learn something coming to my streams, and you can get some drops. So thank you once again, and talk to you later.